Hello everybody. We finally have everything set up. I'm just going to change the thumbnail in the video description. Today we're going to be doing some flight rising husbandry stuff, which mainly means putting together breeding pairs on flight rising, which is something that I do maybe on like a monthly basis, depending on how many dragons I don't have set up to breed yet, or my new dragons. And so it's mainly bookkeeping, just making sure that all of my dragons are entered in my spreadsheet. So let's just go ahead and change this. Hey there, Dino the Lavender, how are you doing? I think that YouTube changed something about the commenting. Like, let's see. Is there any way to... Ooh, I think I can pin comments now. We'll see. So I'm just changing dragon matchmaking. Okay, so I updated that and that. The health is good, which is generally a good thing. I'm gonna just move the window over so it's immediately behind my camera. So when I'm looking at you guys, I'm looking at you guys. All right. There we go. Hey Jay Farrar, welcome. The first thing that I was just going to do today is make sure that everything on my spreadsheet is correct. I know it might not be super exciting, but it's a very important part of the spreadsheet process. Hi Reggie, how are you doing today? And so I actually added a little algorithm to the bottom of my spreadsheet. I need a new Dragon Lair spreadsheet. I'm not quite sure how much you guys can see this, but I'm still using my one from 2015. So perhaps that needs a little updating. Is there a way I could just paste the values? Oh dear, I hope it's not going to be 2 clicks for everything in this process. Alright, so that's for Bennington. How about Atlantis? My issue is I haven't set up flight rising breeding pairs in so long that most of my lair spreadsheet is without a mate. So that's what I'm doing today. What is everybody up to? What are you guys doing today? Oh no, I hope this isn't gonna be super... I can't wait to show you guys the little spreadsheet tricks that I do when I do my breeding planning. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave off there. I can worry about the dates for the rest of them later, and I'm going to start actually doing the matchmaking. And Reggie is doing the Altador plot. I still need to do that. Like, that is on my to-do list. I have not completed it on this account, so I should really do that. Dino the Lavender is sketching character concepts for a story that they want to write. Well, good luck. Keep us updated. Once you finish the story, I would love to hear it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do after I decided I want to do matchmaking today, I'm going to remove all of these dragons who are special instances who don't get just bred nilly-willy, so they fall outside of our filter when I start filtering, because I'm going to be doing a lot of like fancy spreadsheet drama starting in a few seconds. Then I'm going to remove all these extra rows because I don't want to have to do a lot of heavy-duty scrolling around. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to filter. I feel like Google Sheets recently changed the layout, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to want to only have dragons that have no mates listed. So that's what I just filtered by. And now I'm just going to check to see if there's more males or females. Alright, so there's 63 dragons I'm dealing with, and let's see. there are more females than males, so I'm going to start with males and be picky. Oh, okay, so Dino the Lavender says, the story is basically about humans who can shift into dinosaurs, and the main character is a girl football player named Migraine. So we're talking about American football, European football. You spelled it like American football, so I'm going to take it that way. Hi, Leanne Gamer, how are you doing today? How was your week? I saw that you have Wi-Fi again. This might have been new as of last week, but I saw it and I thought of you and I was like, yay, he gets to post all of his stuff again. Okay, so I'm going to start with Cebu, who is a nocturne. And I remember I'm trying to breed out all the nocturnes in my lair. So I'm going to probably try to pair him with an imperial or a wild claw or a codal. Just because there's a small possibility that a nocturne will not result from a wild claw nocturne pairing, as you're familiar. So this is Cebu, and Cebu is ready to breed, so that all looks correct. So I'm gonna load him up in the 4C progeny, and I'm also going to load up his colors, which are gray, midnight, and flint, because I haven't been doing this so much, but I'm trying to return to that lair aesthetic that's mostly platinum. So I am going to make sure that I set him up for a partnership that has platinum in the middle. Leon Gamer says, it's all good, but the school break is over, so tomorrow it's school time. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a huge bummer. Also, Cebu has crystal faucet underbelly, so I want to make sure to retain as much of that as possible. I'm also going to pull up the Scrying Shop Bloodline Analyst, just so I don't run into any of those issues. I had to cancel like 2 breeding pairs this week because they were related. Dragons that are related cannot have babies. Ugh. Okay, so Cebu is dragon number 1, and he's loaded up into the offspring possibilities, but also Assay Bloodlines, and also the Flight Rising Color Schemer. Okay, great. So now we're going to start considering female dragons that he can breed with. Dana the Lavender says, my school is out tomorrow for MLK Day. So is my work. So, hey yo, someone's going to be working on some YouTube videos tomorrow. And by multiple, I mean 1, because I work on 1 video at a time, usually. I do have like a rather large video in the pipeline that's going to take a lot of work. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything because I've started doing like preliminary research on it, but nothing too big yet. So I'm looking for a female wild claw with underbelly. So this is for Cebu. I'm keeping that in mind. So I'm going to filter to females, and I want one that has underbelly or something of a similar rarity as the tertiary. So I'm just going to take out all of the really rare ones and leave in just the basic ones. So that leaves us with Bindum, who I think I just tested. Yes, I did. Bindum does not work. And I'm going to be testing him with Wild Claws and Codals. So Baldwinsville is a possibility. And they share a common ancestor. Of course they do. And Banstead, who I think he should be separated from. Nope. Lots of offspring from Elcor, apparently. Lots of Elcor. Hi, Lay Drop the Curtain. How are you doing today? Alright, so we're going to start doing other nocturnes then, because it's not working out so well. Alright, so it's going to be Cebu and Hicksville. Yeah, I could do that. Let me just see what their color range is like. Like I mentioned before, I only want to do pairings that have platinum as a possibility. I'm doing quite well today. Thank you very much. I'm super excited to sort out my breeding because I haven't done it in so long. And then pink, and then ice. So I think this is going to be just barely platinum on all 3 levels. So Hicksville and Cebu. Okay. So let's select all. Select all. So Cebu, and then Hicksville is down here. Okay, there we go. I should be moving Cebu, not Hicksville. Reggie says, I want to get into Flight Rising, but I'm afraid I don't have enough time. So Flight Rising is actually the least time intensive game that I play. There's only like 5 minutes of game content a day. And what I mean by that is setting up your dragons to breed and hatching them and feeding them takes like 5 minutes. It's so low commitment. The game is what you make of it. There's not a whole lot of game content in Flight Rising. Like Lyoden and Neopets are 50 times more intensive than Flight Rising is. Flight Rising is like the most easy breezy game. I spend a lot of effort on it because I really enjoy it, and so I'm taking it the optional step forward. I highly recommend playing Flight Rising. I think it's a great example of what a modern virtual pet game can and should be. And that's my little rant about Flight Rising. But you're going to have to wait until next month if you want to register because the registration window just ended yesterday. Wait a minute, I can't breed with Hicksville because Hicksville is exalted. Cool. Wow, Julie, you really did it that time. Okay, so gonna scrap that idea and go back to the drawing board. Why did these things happen? Solzair says, I remember when I bought 2 dragons in an attempt to breed them, and of course it turned out that they were related. 900 gems down the drain, RIP. I always recommend that if you're buying dragons specifically to breed, that you do the scrying workshop, say bloodlines, beforehand. Hi Chihiro, how are you doing today? That just reminded me that Mystic Messenger is a thing. Oh man, what a game. What a game, am I right? Now that's a time intensive game. So still doing Cebu. We're going to be looking for females that have a tertiary gene that is not super rare because I don't want to lose those. I want to engage other dragons that have low rarity genes. So I'm starting with Cebu, who is a nocturne male, so I want something that's like as rare, or I guess I could do less rare. Let's see what I've got. I've got a guardian that is cherub facet contour, and you know what? Let's just see what and let's see if they're compatible. They are. Let's see what their babies would look like. It's too dark. Let's see what colors Enthi are. Eldritch Silver Moon. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Then we have... Don't want to mess with Alvina here. Mimi, who is a Vermilion Sky Turquoise. This might actually be pretty good for Mimi. And there's a big chance of the offspring being Imperials in this pairing. So let's see, that's kind of a wild card. I think that Platinum's not going to be in the cards here. Let's just see if they're, yep, they could do it. Let's make sure that Mimi's still in my lair. Oh, Leon says, I love how your room looks in PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. Thank you. If you guys play PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator, I play it every day. my username is Bonkish, I believe, Bonkish. So if you guys add me, definitely let me know so I can add you back, because that's very important. Okay, so, no, what am I doing? Oh, okay, Vermilion. Platinum is an option there. It's a bit of a stretch. Sky Turquoise. That's not gonna have platinum, nope. And that doesn't, you know what? I'm gonna do it though. Because, you know, screw my plans. I live my own life. So Mimi is number 42. So we are going to select all and then move Cebu down by Mimi. I'm just going to make sure that I have Mimi's breeding date down correctly. Yes, I do. I'm going to wait for Google Sheets to respond, and it did. Let's see. So that's going to be Cebu and me. Great. Those two can breed immediately. Alright, so I'm going to go back to select all. And where did Mimi go? Let's just select all. Where was Mimi moved to? Why did that happen? Do I have 2 Cebus in my lair? I do have 2 Cebus in my lair. That's weird. So Chihiro says, I want to show you all some of my Mystic Message fan art I did, but I don't know how. Could someone tell me? So what you can do, we've done this in the past, is that you can message a link to the art uploaded to me, and then I'll upload it, then I'll show it to everyone in the browser window. And so if you play like Flight Rising, you could just message me the link on Flight Rising. Of course, tell me, because I might not be checking to make sure that it shows up. Or Lyoden, just tell me where you're messaging it to me, and then I could show everybody. So you'd have to upload it to like Imager or like DeviantArt or something. And then I could show everybody else. I do need to hop on Neopets real quick to go to the Healing Springs because Pranky is ill. R.I.P. Pranky. She lived a good life. She really gave it her all. Speaking of Pranky, I hope that everybody's voted for her in the beauty contest. I don't know. We'll see. So I got a lovely Neo mail. Let's see what it says. I love your videos. Thought I would stop by and say hello. Thank you, Mrs. Namikaze. We're going straight to the Healing Springs to try and take care of Pranky. You could go to the Healing Springs every 30 minutes, and actually the Healing Springs can have quite the good payout. Reggie says they already voted for Pranky. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Club Animon says they would vote if they still had a Neopets account. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate the kind words. La Drop the Curtain says, what are some easy Neopets game avatars? I've already gotten Meepit vs. Feetfit, Sutek's Tomb, Advert Attack, and Magex Destroyer. And you sent me a message about wanting to give me 500k Neo points. Yeah, I got that message. I didn't respond because I really don't know how, because I like how to respond. I don't know what to say, because I'm fine earning my own Neo points. Thank you. Thank you for the offer. I really appreciate that. A game avatar that I think is really easy that you should try to get is Meepit Juice Break. It's one of my favorite games. I think I have the avatar on this account. It's pretty easy to get, and it's like one of my original Neopets games that I super enjoy. Like me, like 9 years old. I really love that game. I actually have to look up when it was released. It might not have been released when I was 9 years old. Okay, alright, so back to matchmaking dragons. Okay. I only want the ones with blank to show up. And then from there, we're going to start with a male. We're going to start with Liberty the Guardian, who I believe is like kind of greenish. And no, got my dragons wrong. This one is Orca Smoke Gray, and he's actually really pretty. I'm a huge fan. I like what's going on with this Guardian male. And so I'm going to filter down to females only. And then I'll load him up in all of the things. But yeah, Solzair, thank you for the lovely offer. I appreciate it. It's just that since I'm doing the thing where I work up myself through making Neo points, I think it would be easier to not accept the 500k Neo points. Thank you for the offer very much. I appreciate that. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who would really appreciate that. Okay, and so I've got Liberty loaded up, Orca Smoke Gray, Orca. Oh, so many shades of gray. They should have made, you know, about 50 of them or so. Alright, that joke's not even funny. Okay, and then, so let's see if, like, NP works out. Yes, NP does work out, and NP is Cherub Faucet Contour. Cherub Faucet Contour. That works. Okay, so Chihiro sent me the art on Flight Rising. I'm just gonna... I think it just told me that they can be bred together. So, Dino the Lavender says, over the winter break, I didn't check my Flight Rising as often. When I came back to half-dead dragons, and I lost all my food when I fed them. Yeah, that's like a real risk. I definitely recommend logging onto Flight Rising every day, but once you log on, it's only like 5 minutes of effort. So, and then you can like go out and just buy a lot of food. Like that's a thing you can do on Flight Rising, which is super convenient. Okay, I'll pull up the art in a second. I'm just gonna scry. I'm just gonna make sure that the colors work. Eldritch Silver Moon. Silver. So this isn't gonna exactly get platinum in all of them, but it's going to have a really small range with platinum in 2 out of 3. So that's going to be Liberty and Enthi. And those two are also immediately ready to breed. Woohoo! I've been thinking a lot lately that it might be time for me to reformat my spreadsheet, just because this is from 2015. I've been using the same spreadsheet since 2015, and there's like a lot of stuff on it I don't use anymore. Okay, so let's pull up the art. Thank you for sending it to me, Chihiro. Aww, so it's 7 saying I love you more than Honey Buddha chips. I'm still playing through the Zen storyline, but it's very cute. Very cute art. Leon Gamer says, did anybody here watch The Walking Dead? I got super into it like 2 days ago. I personally do not watch The Walking Dead. However, my parents, I know, were really into it up until recently. I think my mom reads all the comics because they're available on smartphones or her Kindle or something. So there's a lot of love and support in my family for The Walking Dead. I personally never got into it. All right. The thing about Mystic Messenger that always gets under my skin is that, like, whenever I turn it on in the morning, it's always like, you have 25 missed messages or something, or like, you have so many missed messages or missed calls, and I'm just like, ugh, it's just like work. Like, it reminds me of, like, going into work in the morning, and I'm just like, really? Really? This is not relaxing. Because I spend a lot of time just trying to catch up with Mystic Messenger. I mean, it's a really cute game, and I enjoy playing it, but there are times where it stresses me out. Yeah, so I'm almost on the last day. I'm on my 9th day of the Zen storyline, so that's pretty nice. I think I'm finally going to have a good ending, so I'm pleased about that. Okay, and then 3 minutes left on the Leiden territory game. Oh, I should probably check Chicken Smoothie. I think my next scripted video is going to be like a recap of how I feel about Chicken Smoothie, because I've been playing it pretty regularly, and I like it. It'll be open within 6 hours. Okay. So that was Liberty. It's all squared away. So the next male is Bayquake, who has Giraffe Shimmer Stained. So Bayquake, I'm going to let live a little and try to pair him up with something above Guardian. First of all, let's open Bayquake up so we could get a good look at him. Very handsome looking dragon. Violet, Fuchsia, Shale. Oh, so pretty. Look at those giraffe splotchies. And so the reason why I do this like once a month is because I don't want to overthink my breeding strategies, and I want to have a good selection of dragons to choose from when I'm setting them up. So it's Violet, Fuchsia, Shale. I don't know how to spell fuchsia. Weird. Okay, alright. That's on me. Okay, so Violet, Fuchsia, Shale. And then we're going to be looking for a female that has a tertiary that is as rare. Do I check Chicken Smoothie messages? I do. If you sent me a trade request or something like that, I might let it sit for a while. I guess that might be kind of rude, but a lot of the trade offers I get are for babies that haven't grown up yet, so I let them sit. I let the trade offers sit until the babies grow up, and I guess that might be really rude of me to do. It's just I don't want to make those kinds of decisions while the baby hasn't grown up yet, so that's essentially why I do that. So, sorry. Is that really rude? I'm gonna make that a question in my Chicken Smoothie next video. Like, maybe I should just send the person a message instead of doing that. Okay. And then I want the third gene to be something good. Tertiary gene. Alright, so I'm left with these females. So, Inverarray might be a good one. Let's see. Also, Ayer or Bernadette. I don't want Wildclaw or Codal because the chances of that passing on are so low. Like, incredibly low. So I've got Spirals and Nocturnes. I'm going to look at the Spirals and see what they look like put together. Alright. And then Club Animon says, seems just as rude to ask for an unhatched to snag someone's rare before they know what they have. Yeah, I feel like it's equally rude, but 2 rudes don't make a right. I'm so cheesy. Okay, 2 rudes don't make a right. So I don't know. I'll get some like more nuanced opinions in on that. So these offspring will either have Glimmer or Stained. I just want to make sure that the Stained goes through. So I'm going to check to see if Miami is also compatible. Nope, Miami is not also compatible. Bernadette has Cherub, which I feel less guilty about passing off to an offspring. Nope. Okay, so it's gotta be, all right, Inverare. I really like Inverare though. Let me just pull up this dragon because she's super pretty. Like one of my top favorites for right now. Oh, Dino Lavender corrected it, what I was trying to say. Two rudes don't make a polite. That's exactly what I was trying to say. This dragon is so pretty, Inverare. So absolutely pretty. I'm a huge fan. She's a descendant of Huangdai, who is one of my favorite dragons. So, yeah. Okay. So let's just see. I guess if it was an iridescent shimmer, I would feel less bad. Well, especially because, all right, let's see what they look like. All right, I think this is Beloit. Yeah, Beloit. And the colors are White Cyan Moon, and I'm pretty sure that should include platinum. Well, besides this, okay. All right, that actually works really well. So, Beloit and Bayquake. And then I'm gonna turn off these filters if it lets me. All right, there we go. Come on, Google Sheets, pull it together. Beloit and Bayquake. And Beloit is not ready to breed yet. Okay. So Club Animon says, yeah, if you don't want to wait, people can cancel trades. That's also how I kind of justify it, because if they were upset with how the offspring turned out or whatever, then they could just cancel it before I approve. So that's kind of how I've been justifying it to myself. So yeah, that's how I justify it to myself, that if they didn't like waiting on me or whatever, they could just cancel the trade. All right, and then on to the next male, who is Inverness, who is another really pretty dragon, sibling of Inverare, obviously, because of the way I do my naming structure. Kind of gives itself away. Super pretty dragon. Huge fan of this dragon. I want him to mate with something above Spiral. So Inverness, we're going to look for females, and we're going to want them to have a tertiary that is as rare as Glimmer, which means no thylacine. Okay. So Inverare, and we're just going to cut out that Guardian. There we go. Clicking all over the place. Okay, so our options here for Inverness, if we want to stick with Glimmer as the tertiary to make sure that we keep producing offspring that has that tertiary, then Allegan would be one of my first choices. So let's just first of all see, yes, their bloodline is separated enough, and then let's just look at what that would look like. Inverness. I don't know how you guys do breeding pairs on Flight Rising, but this is how I do it. And yeah, I keep switching between a lot of different tabs, so that's a bit dramatic. Let's try to do it with a Nocturne. Yeah, let's try to do it with a Nocturne. And so therefore I'm just gonna try one with, Billerke. If you guys ever try to pronounce my dragon names and you're like, oh, I can't do it, I'm embarrassed, don't be, because I can't even pronounce my dragon names, okay? There's a lot of different languages and made-up words happening. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the nocturne. Let's just see. Biller K. There is somewhat of a probability of a nocturne offspring happening from a spiral nocturne pairing. And we've got petals and butterfly in this pairing, which I like, and I'm a huge fan of stained. Okay, all right, so the coloration is ice, cerise, moon. And the father is moon, dust, shadow. And so I think they're just gonna be just shy of having platinum in. Okay. Okay. That actually works really well. So it's going to be Inverness and Beeler K. Yup. And then I'll just. Dial Lavender says completely random, but why do the Ivory Mage apparel items have to be so pricey? Are those ones that you have to make in Baldwin's? Because if so, they could be more pricey due to the actual ingredients being more pricey. Speaking of which, I should probably check Baldwin's. Let's do this. I think Inverness and Beeler K will have pretty good offspring. Alright, let's see. I need to brew some meat. Soylent. Red Soylent is what I think. Is that the joke that they make? Is that what it's called? I actually drink Soylent. It's like it's like a food, like a crowd-funded food thing. Yeah, Soylent. I need to make Soylent red. And I should have the ingredients. Sweet. I actually drink Soylent. Like I buy it in like 16 packs or whatever. 12 packs maybe. And like I survive off of it. So it's actually kind of funny because what they're making fun of is Soylent Green, which is like a short story, I believe. Yeah, so I actually drink Soylent. Like it's a meal replacement. You're not supposed to replace all of your meals. It just, you know, enough of them. Did I do that right? Yeah, I definitely did that right. Inverness, Biller K. Alright, and then I'm going to filter back down to all blanks, and then open up the genes again, and the breeds again, and select a different male, and work through it from there. So we've got Mr. Evolution, who I believe is the descendant from a gifted dragon, something along those lines, I think so. Yeah, he is a gifted dragon. Okay, so I'm going to piebald paint basic. Breed him with the hopes of getting a non-basic offspring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load him up into everything. And what color is he? He's fire, carrot, brick, which are colors you usually do not find in my lair. Such red. Wow. Okay. We're going to be looking for a lady with basic as a tertiary. So when I'm doing this alone, I definitely say these things to myself. Like, I'm looking for a lady with a basic or low rarity tertiary. Like, I say it to myself, either in my head or out loud, depending on who's home, because that's how I remember it short term. All right, so let's see. Smoke, thylacine, underbelly. There should be something in here I could work with. So how about Dover? Ooh, Dover would be a good one. Let's see if they work. They appear to work. Let's see if they work in here. Ooh, those babies would be so cute. I love spirals so much. Okay, alright, that's what I'm gonna do. In Dover is Shale Ice Platinum, and I think that should, ooh, is that too much? No, that works, okay. What about this? That works, and then Platinum. That works, nice. Okay, so Dover and Mr. Evolution. Dover. And that pairing is ready to breed now. Excellent. Great. And like the benefit of doing the dragons with a shorter cooldown is that if I don't like the offspring, then I can just re-roll them and breed again in the time it takes for a codal to cool down once. The breeding cooldowns are really fun to play with. I'm really happy that I have an assortment of dragons of different breeds in my lair that I get to play with like that. Okay, so I'm done with Mr. Evolution. Excellent. We're making real damage here, guys. Okay, so Curitiba? That's a place. I should definitely know how to pronounce it. Okay, so it's Cherub Peregrine Underbelly. Okay, let's do this. Cherub Peregrine Underbelly. So, it's a Sky Dancer. I'm going to want to get a... Let's load you up into everything. I'm going to want to get something better, probably like an Imperial or a Nocturne. I'm going to want to pair Curitiba with a Nocturne. What's tertiary gene? It's Underbelly? Yeah. So I'm going to filter it down to Imperials and Nocturnes, just in case my goal isn't available. And I'm going to want a tertiary gene that isn't stained. Great. Okay, so that gives us Alvina, Lansing, Zhao, Baguna, Alma, and Dynamo. I should really move Alma down into here because she is a Generation 1 Nocturne, and I'm not messing with her. She's not breeding with anyone until she's fully gened. Okay, so now we've got Nanamo, who is a Crystal Butterfly Underbelly Nocturne, who would be great. Oh, hi Vixiella. Hey, what's up? How are you doing today? Don't worry, I am pairing up dragon today for just, breeding matchmaking purposes. Cherub Peregrine. So I think I'm gonna want to do, let's see how Alvina pairs up. Yes, it works. Of course it works. Alvina is first generation in my lair. That's two blue. Alright, Lansing. That works. There are so many sixes. So many sixes. I think I should do Lansing just because I really need her to move on with her life cycle. I need to get Lansing out of my lair. I think she's been around for like a while. That might not be true. I'm gonna look at her. I just feel like I've been looking at her for a long time. Yeah, she's been around for 4 months. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and she's also a great color combination. So it's Smoke, Platinum, Galoon. Smoke. So when I do the Neopets Altador plot, I will definitely make videos about it. I think I'm going to go through NeoQuest first and do the Altador plot. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so it's Lansing and Curitiba. And they should both be ready to breed as soon as I'm ready. So Vixiella says, I haven't played Flight Rising yet. I've signed up, but really need to sit down and learn it. I will when I have a longer time span to play. I totally recommend doing it. It's not a very long process to learn. I have videos about it, if that helps. Honestly, flight rising is really straightforward, so I just recommend doing it. There's not a whole lot of material to cover. Like a game like Leiden has a lot of material to cover, but flight rising is easy peasy. There's like five intermoving pieces to the entire gameplay structure. So I definitely recommend doing that. It looks intimidating, but it's actually a really easy game to settle into. And so I don't even think I've ever beat the Altador plot. I got stuck on the pet. I can't remember what it's called, but there's like a part where you take care of a pet and it can like take hours, depending on if you get stuff set up. Oh, hey, Himochi is awesome. Oh, Himochi almost missed the stream because of university work. School's important, I understand. Leon says, first dragon ever created after deities was a fire male fae. Yep. If you're looking through just dragons and you put in like just 2, it'll take you to a deity. The other day when I did that pick your flight video, I was messing with the URL up there to get from deity to deity. So, definitely. Okay, so Basildon is a pearl catcher, male, speckle, paint, basic. Hi Gianna, how are you doing today? We are matchmaking dragons. Dragon matchmaking. And this is Crimson Berry Fuchsia. And I learned how to spell fuchsia today. Who am I? How do I not know how to spell that word? Alright, sure, whatever. Getting into the females. Because Basildon has basic as a tertiary, so we're gonna see if there's like anything out there that we can mess with that isn't super rare for this dragon. Barranquilla. Is Barranquilla this related? Yes, so no Barranquilla. Then there's Aventura, there's a Nocturne. There's Baguna, who's an Imperial. What's the likelihood of an Imperial resulting from a Pearl Catcher Imperial pairing? It's pretty low, but I've already seen 1, 2. So it's pretty rare that those colors don't work. These colors are super warm too. Okay. So Jay Farrar says, unless you work with colors regularly, why should you know how to spell it? Well, I mean, for a long period of time, I did work with colors pretty regularly, so I would expect myself to know how to spell it. Also, in general, I'm a pretty strong speller. So I would expect myself, especially such a common word as fuchsia, I would expect myself to know how to spell it, but apparently I'd flipped the C's and the S. And then Himochi says fuchsias are flowers too, so maybe if you worked with flowers, and yeah, I am a huge plant fiend, I love flowers and plants, so I would expect myself to know how to spell that word. But you learn something every day, right? So I guess I learned something today. Trying to find, what about Jimsby? I don't want to mess with Jimsy's great genes though. Alright, Alvina. Alvina's colors I don't think will work well with this either. Man, Julie. Oh, they're like alligators. Okay, alright. Julie, you might just have to match up a pearl catcher with a pearl catcher. Oh no, Chihiro's internet cut out. I'm glad that you're back. Welcome back. Okay, what about Nanemo, who is Silver Plum Moon? So I think that should work pretty well. And Nocturne's turn, yeah, there's a good probability of having a Nocturne offspring. So, is Chihiro basic? Man, my problems are such hard problems, am I right? Okay, let's... Aventura might be the best way to go, because they both have basic... nope. Nope. It's gotta be... If I just focus on it enough, maybe all my problems will just go away. Alright, I think I'm going to do Alvina. I'm going to see what the color range looks like. Cyan, Pistachio, Seafoam. Oh man, that's so the wrong direction. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're throwing caution to the wind. We're living life once, so we're going to live it full. And we're going to do Elvana and Basildon. I only live once. Celian says Croats don't have a problem with spelling. They say things the same way they write them. That's because they have these extra letters. Yeah, no, English is a hodgepodge and doesn't make sense with pronunciation and spelling. Okay, alright, there we go. So Basildon and Alvina. Great. So I only have a few males left. And let's see how many dragons. 24 dragons overall. And that is... Somehow that switched. Oh, it's because I have the tertiary gene thing reversed. The filter. Okay. Alright, now that I took off the filter. Yep, so 10 more minutes left in the stream. For those of you who want me to like show off your lair or do whatever, now's the time to send me a message in the game. Tell me which game in the chat so I know to check it if it's not Flight Rising, because I am goofing off in Flight Rising, so I will most likely see it if you sent me a message in Flight Rising. Chihiro says, no, I want more stream time. Don't we all? Don't we all? So there's 41 dragons left, and... Okay, not that many. Not that many. So the next one that we would... Oh, there's even all these other females up at the top. Oh dear. So the next one would be Bakewell. Just going to go ahead and get this pulled up. Bakewell is the name of this dragon. Very pretty crystal shimmer, stained. What is my Furvilla username? It's either Tearing or Bonkish. I'll pull it up right now. And we'll find out together. Woohoo! Bonkish. B-O-N-K-I-S-H. And then, so Bagwell is crystal shimmer stained. Let's go ahead and see what kind of girls we could pair him up with. So my first response is going to want to share him up with one of these nocturne females that is also similar triple genes, triple rare genes. All right, and they can breed. They're separated enough, and their offspring would be very pretty. Now just to do the colors, so it's pearl, aqua, gray. So Hamochi says, I wish I'd managed to gene my latest dragon to show him off. There's always next week. I will be back. We will be able to share each other's triumphs again. And I have no idea what I have planned for next week. This is something that I need to get done today. So this will be done by then. And then I want to pair him up with a dragon who is gray, orca, orca. I love doubles so much. Okay, so that's got platinum in it. This has platinum in it by a stretch. And this doesn't. Oh, it does. All right, they'll be a good pair. So it's Beggles and Bakewell. And hopefully this will, help me reduce the amount of dragons in my lair that are nocturne, trying to help hit that annual goal of more wild claws than nocturnes. And when I'm doing my bloodline preservation stuff, I try to keep one offspring per pairing and exalt the parents. So hopefully that will contribute to that. I'm ready. All right. I'm just going to refresh my pages, and then we've got only 2 more minutes left together today. La Drop the Curtain sent me a friend request. Hey! What's up? And then I need to send my critters on Leiden out hunting. Alright, Wolf Girl just sent me something on Leiden, and Leon the Gamer just sent me something. What could that be? Oh wow, thank you. Oh, they're little glow bugs. Little sparkly things. Thank you. They're very cute. Leon the Gamer, always the best. Always a great person to have around. And then go to the inbox. And it is a work in progress art from Wolf Girl. I'm submitting that painty Bethy did of basically Lisa Frank as a furry Furvilla character. I don't know if I've shown you guys that yet, but that will happen. So this is Mad Hatter's Den, Wolf Girl, and it is Warrior Cats themed. Sorry, I don't have much experience with warriors, except for that it was a thing when I was younger. So let's go ahead and check out the Warrior's Den. See how many, some CSS going on here. Okay, alright, so we've got Chakra and Marbled Soul in here. So let's go ahead and look at Chakra. Very pretty, total stats 426, level 8, 3 genes, vitiligo is one of them. And let's see, do you need a mood boost? I'll give you a little mood boost. And then moving on from Chakra to Marbled Soul. Aw, has been bred. A little mood boost, 185 total stats. Cream colored Linus, beige. Beige with 4 genes. We're going to go ahead and look at your other den. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the book series. It was very popular when I was younger. Well, I feel like I had just like aged out of that that form of literature. Athena, classy lady. Just go ahead and look at these ones. A lot of lions for sale. You cutie. 2 markings. And then that's Athena, who is a brood mother, and this is Frost and Marshmallow, which is a cute name. Oh, this one's really cool. I like this lioness a lot. We're gonna hop over to Favilla. Drop the Curtain didn't ask for this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh, shoot, I should have accepted first. What's wrong with me? Ooh, Satali. Great dragon. Great name for a creature. And then Finian, Amanda, Asher. That's a great name as well. Oh, such a cute little guy. Oh, so cute. The cutest. Alright, I'm gonna accept this. Oh shoot, we're over on time. Everyone, thanks for joining me. I enjoyed seeing everyone today. Let me just check that I got all of the messages that were sent to me. Okay, alright, one more. Dragon Breeder 01. Hello, I hope you can look at my den. I will, and then I'll peace out. So we've got Dragon Breeder, not Peter, 01, and Snowstorm. That's a good looking platinum gloom coal dragon. Golden looks pretty nice. Blood Soul. Very pretty dragons. They're all so pretty. I like this one a lot. Ooh, Thylacine. Thylacine looks really cool on spirals. Wow, up to 17 watchers today. Y'all are the best. Dragor. Thylacine looks really cool on spirals, actually. Got a matching familiar. That's a cool accent. Alright, okay. Dragon Breeder Owen, I hope that you're satisfied with this. I hope this does not let you down. You've got some pretty dragons in here. I like them. I like basics. Basics are sometimes the best. Okay, alright, I'm heading out. Thank you everyone for stopping by today. Hi Cotton. Hope you have a nice day. I will see you guys all next week. Same time, same place, probably a different game. Let me know what you guys think of all the videos I did this week, etc., etc. Bye!